First, I pray that you've read scripture, read a chapter, listen. Pastor Kofi wasn't on today, but he's got thousands of videos that you can listen to. Um, Prayed, got on your knees, of course. Pray that you've done something, like the first thing you've done to show that the Most High that I only live for you, and I'm only here because of you, and I give thanks. You know. So it's a little after 9, and usually I'm in class with my grandson. But I do homeschool a little differently with him. Um, June will be the end of our homeschool class week or classes, and we'll be, he'll have finals, and um, I take the last 3 months, 2.5 months, and we just review everything we've done all year, just to make sure he's got it, to make sure that he's prepared and ready for finals. He's a visual learner. He I'm still trying to find a way to say it. Um, Prior to us working together with homeschool, whoever, I'll say it that way, was um, or helping him with his studies in whatever way, he felt, especially when he got something wrong, he just felt like he was dumb and stupid. And so I don't know how long this happened. I don't know. I just, when I teach him something new, that first week, sometimes the first 2 weeks, it's, well, and it takes 2 weeks because you have to know your students. And we're not going to, hammer it in. I take days off and then we'll come back to it, because I see how frustrated he becomes. And once he becomes frustrated, it's a block. He can't think, and it's hard to, get through to him. But once he gets it, he got it, and and you can see the accomplishment, the how proud he is because he's got it. And it's like, I'm not stupid. That's where I told you that. You're not. You just learn differently, you know. Everyone does. And as a teacher, that's your job to know the student so that you can help them get it, right? And so, um, the last couple of months, usually the last two and a half, yeah, I try to just go ahead and we're just going to review some stuff, so that when the finals come, he's prepared and ready for it. And I say it all the time, like, this is a healing journey for me. There are days when my videos are fun and, just what I've learned, or look what I went through, or look how I went through, look what I saw today, or something like that. But sometimes they're going to be the video of rawness of how I'm really feeling that day, that moment, you know. So he had to eat because his game got fixed. So no, I said all that to say, normally around 9 something, we're in class, but um, he hadn't been able to play his game for a minute, and his mom took his game to get it fixed, so he's been able to play his game. So this rising, when he woke up, instead of him getting some breakfast, he was playing the game. So I'm like, well, it's 9 o'clock, and he's like, well, Granny, can I eat? First of all, you know class started at 9. He told me I couldn't help it. So anywho, I just wanted to do this real quick video. He might pop in here real quick. I'm gonna tell him 9:30, and we can get started. 9:30. Do it 9:30. Hurry up. So, I was watching. I think it was a movie. I was watching a movie, and it was these two girls talking. So the movie is kind of like end of the world kind of thing, like the aliens are coming kind of thing, and everybody's fighting for their life kind of a movie. I forgot what the thing. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, um, the one girl, it was two ladies talking to each other. One was a fighter, and one was a prayer. She prayed about everything, and um, she used violence for everything. And they were having a conversation. Something was happening, and the girl was like, "You need to pick up a gun and learn how to." Oh, am I supposed to say gun? You need to get you a pew pew so that you can learn how to use it because we need to do this, that, and the other. And the other girl was like, "Well, I pray, I pray." She was like, "Well, you pray to your God." She said, "Well, I hope your God has some Uzis and some what was it? Some bombs and Uzis, you know." And she says, "Well, I don't really pray for things." She says, "When I pray," she says, "I don't ask God to send me anything or give me anything." And the girl that's a fighter, she just kind of looked like you pray, but you don't ask him for stuff. And she was like, "Well, what's the need? What's the point of you praying then?" She says, "Well, I pray to ask him what I can do for him." She was like, and I just was like, yeah, that's what the Most High I feel like is still working with me on. I have to get out of my feelings, even though things happen. I have to figure out something that I can do instead of uh, resorting back to what I used to. If I'm a new creature in Christ, then that means I'm supposed to be doing it a different way. But reverting backwards sometimes is easier because it's not so much easier. It's an automatic, it just automatically happens sometimes, not every time. I must say it's getting better. It's getting a whole lot better because it was a couple of days and I was just in my feelings, but I'm feeling better today. Feeling a lot better today. My mindset is still where it's at. Like, I'm still thinking like I'm thinking. But I'm also praying because I really, really, really don't want to revert back to making my own choices and decisions. I really don't want to do that. And I'm the type of person I like to talk about things. Um, I don't like to just let it sit because that's where I get in my feelings and then my brain starts to work. Um, and I feel like that's where that's where we at because that's my weakness. So that's why I keep saying, I feel like he wants me to be here. It's probably more than what I'm thinking it is. I keep thinking I'm supposed to be the light here for them, but it's possibly more of you need to learn something about you know, and that's what I'm getting today. Today I'm able to think a little clearer. It's so funny. I can think a little clearer, and it's so beautiful and bright and shiny today. It's so it's been it's. I'm not saying it hasn't been, the other days, but it seemed like it was just darkness over here because I was just so in my feelings. So yes, I'm learning to be light, but I'm also learning to heal through the things I've been through. Because I tell you, I've been through so much. It's not even funny, and I think about like the stuff that I've seen, the stuff that people have been through, and I'm like, I don't want to be one of those people like, well, I've been through that too. Gosh, I've been through that too. Because it's not about that. It's not about how much pain I've been through versus you or anyone else. It's about how do I respond? How do I act when things are there? Like when I'm in those moments of feeling like I felt. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? I know what I'm supposed to do, but the feeling be so strong. It feels like it overtakes me before I realize it. And then once I realize it, it's too late. I'm in it and I don't know how to get out. Sometimes, and Pastor was preaching on that because it's funny. I'm noticing some things like when these things are coming, right? I get the urge of not wanting to get on. I don't want to be on live. I don't want to hear Pastor preach. Um, I don't. I don't want to look at a video. Mm-mm. Uh, it makes me, like I said, makes me want to revert to what I used to do. And what I used to do was read really much, pretty much just hibernate, stay to myself. I had black um, plastic that I would put up in my windows so I can make sure that I didn't get any sunlight at all. I would stay in my room. And when I had my children, they would stay in their room and they knew to leave me alone because I got my door closed. Yeah. And that's what it's keep trying to get me to do. So that's why I be making videos to make myself move forward still. Because who wants to be on camera crying and carrying on? I do not. But I make myself do it because I'm trying to get out of that feeling that I'm in, that loan, that yeah, I got to get out of that, and I have to figure out something that I can do to help push me. Because when I say that feeling be strong, like I can't. mm, But I'm better today. All praises. Think of me going through those few days. That's why I say the healing process is getting there. I used to do that for months, because I was on welfare, so I didn't work for months. I would stay closed up in my room with the blinds. I'll tell you how bad I was. My children knew that when I was in those modes, you stay in your room. I will cook for you. I will have it out there. Y'all can feed yourselves, or I can put it on the table. But while I'm out there, I don't want nobody out there. So just leave me alone. And they knew that. Like, leave me alone, or I would get violent because of how the mental state I would be in. It was bad. It was really bad. I thank the Most High all the time didn't do the things. When you blacking out, doing stuff, that's why I used to hibernate so much because I felt like if I black out and I end somebody's life, I'm going to jail. Then nobody gonna care about somebody blacked out. They don't believe that you blacked out, but they still unalive. So it is what it is. So I was like, I need to just stay away from people. So I'll do this for months, like months. So from months to a couple of days, that's progress. Ooh, that's some amazing progress. Oh, praises to the Most High. I just wanted to say that I have 10 minutes and we got to get ready for class. So enjoy the rest of your day, family. Shalom.